Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Casamondo. And Casamondo's question is, if magic is real, why has it not been absorbed by science as fact? And my answer to this, which I have made more than once over the course of the history of the vlog, and which people tend to find a bit controversial, is nonetheless the same answer I'm going to make again, which is that I think that the mainstream scientific community is not capable of accepting ideas that go against their basic existing preconceived beliefs. And I think that belief plays as much of a role in their lives as anybody else's. And I think that no degree of proof will ever convince them of what they're already convinced cannot be. And if they're cornered and cannot simply deny it, or attribute it to mass hysteria or imagination, then they will bend over backward to find some other explanation that does suit their pre-existing beliefs. And I think that if you look, you'll see this on many occasions. There has certainly been a lot of scientific research into psychism and magic, and quite a bit of it has produced pretty credible results as far as I'm concerned. But it's never accepted because it does violate the pre-existing belief system of most of the mainstream scientific community. And I think it's just as simple as that. The scientific community is basically a competing belief system which simply is not going to accept what contradicts its pre-existing view. Having said that, this is changing a bit, and many concepts which have been around in the magical community for a long time are making their way into the scientific community as well. And I do see some hope for a greater agreement between the two communities in the future, and some of those pre-existing belief systems that have prevented the scientific community from looking at the magical community with an open mind, I think have changed a bit. So we may be seeing a little bit more of an open mind in the future. And if you look at some of the things that you hear out of the scientific world at present, quite a few of them sound like either magic or science fiction. For example, recently there's been a lot in the news about parallel universes. So I think there's a lot of hope for the future in this regard, but as to the present and the past, you cannot convince someone of something that they're already convinced cannot be. And as long as they have that strong mindset, nothing in the world will convince them otherwise. So that would be my answer to the question. I hope you find it helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. Reverend Don, super omnibus of incantations and invocations for all occasions. Marianne Kay and I created this massive compendium of magic and artwork for you to use in any way that you would like. There are literally hundreds of spells and hundreds of illustrations, which can be mixed and matched and used in many different ways. Check it out now at witchghoulstore.com.